I've recently grown a beard, and I have to say I enjoy it. Not necessarily simply because of its obvious aesthetic appeal, but also because I've noticed that it changes. That having a beard has changed the movements, the swiveling movements of my head upon my torso. In other words, we as human beings are such a decrepit race, really, aren't we? That we always have an eye, even when our eye is closed. We always have a keen awareness of how we are being perceived, even while we are alone, even in our movements in a solitary room, unbeknownst to the ken of others. We are always keenly aware of how we are being perceived. This is a subconscious facet of what it means to be alive as a human being. In some sense, there's always this sort of, in the kinesthetic movements of the body, the ambulatory and regulatory, and it's the word I'm searching for. In any case, the movements of the body always, as it were, incline the face to best advantage wherever we think the all-seeing or sometimes seeing blighted eye of all may find us, and such habits of movement grow ingrained in our physiognomy. And so when one grows a beard, it's an interesting thing because it provides not just a physical, but as it were, spiritual, psychological, sociological shield. Not so much shield. It's not necessarily defensiveness, but it is, in a way, in that one feels a protective layer of fur, a protective aesthetic barrier to perception of the jawline and accoutrement to the jawline and accentuation of the jawline. And so, sans beardedness, I might be more adroit in pivoting my head, even whilst alone, like so, to best give advantage to my boy-like features, my more feminine features, accentuated, of course, in the very act of shaving, a natural garment like the hair of a beard, the grizzled fur which grows out in a different formation than the hairs of the head, a thicker, curlier formation with added, stronger follicles, I believe, and I sense. And so, having then this added, not merely aesthetic, whether preventative adornment or enshieldment, but as it were to the non-existent, to the non-present, but nevertheless felt presence of a seeing eye, panopticona, of such eye or eyes. One's movements become, I've found, in the brief period of adorning such a furry thing, to render more fluid the pivots of my head, to show a greater lack of concern for perceptions therein, feeling in some sense comforted and on and on. Anyway, that's my short video about beards. Thank you very much.